Solomon Kane tonight. We're going to tighten up the pencils and hopefully start doing the inks. Probably go for about an hour tonight. And yeah. Now I'm probably going to be working on this creature's face. This monster. I'm not too happy with Solomon Kane's face. I mean, he looks okay, but I kind of want him to look a little uglier. Kind of like a bigger nose or something. It's hard though. You don't want him to look too ugly, but it might work actually for this one. Because the other drawing I had, he might have been a little older in that one, so that might be able to get away with that. He just got the long hair too. I forgot about that. But let's work on this guy. This guy's supposed to be kind of cloudy with its handsome meatballs a little bit. All right. Sometimes the less details, the scarier it could be. And I got to give him a sash too. That usually goes right about here. Give him a small one maybe. I don't want to forget that. Okay. You know, this thing had some claws in there. Some mean looking claws right there. This through right there. Boom. Should always be a little longer. Right. Looks a little creepier. Got a little bit of coffee. Looks a little, still looks kind of younger, but that's okay. And then gonna have the cloak's gonna kind of come down like that a little bit. Yeah. So now we gotta kind of look for something a little scarier. Get that hat up a little taller too, like that. Such a cool character. I gotta go get more of the Howard books, man. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Gotta make this thing look kind of weird. This thing's like a demon ghost kind of type thing, so it doesn't really have a form, but I don't want to spoil the story, but yeah, it's definitely is it a demon or is it a ghost? It's got to have that form. A little bit of that in there. Drawn Sword, hey, what's up, man? Oh, you haven't seen the Solomon Kane movie? You just saw it recently? I really love that movie, man. It's one of my favorites. It's good. I mean, it's it's not canon or anything. It's like a what if origin type thing. Yeah, I love it too, man. I guess it's the same director as Red Sonja. Yeah, I put it up there with the Milius Conan, dude. I know it's a hot take, but and I know there's some questionable CGI at the end, but dude, like the first, I mean, basically 90% of the movie looks great for like the little budget they had. The director's awesome. Like when the director, I guess probably has the funding or whatnot. I wouldn't have put the director on I would have just had to do like a Solomon Kane sequel, man. That would have been perfect. But they did the Red Sonja thing, and I still haven't watched it. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I know for sure the director though, like when the director made Solomon Kane, it was a man, and then it had one of those sex changes, So I don't know how the next movie came out. It's probably a little more feminine, a little more woke. But at that time, it was a dude. So I don't know. Things change, I guess. But I liked how like Max von Sydow was in both of them, and yeah, change direction. I'm gonna take this in another direction. Yeah, but it's a great film. They would they definitely need to reboot it, man. I'm almost of the mind too, like if you don't want to do like a Howard like trilogy, just pick one story from each character, like good solid like one story. I think Red Nails is a pretty good movie. Would be like if they're just gonna do one Conan movie, I think Red Nails would be a good one. It's not my favorite Conan story, but I'm like for movie wise, I think it could make a good film. Red Nails is one of them. Solomon Kane, I think probably. I think you could combine a couple with Solomon Kane. You could just kind of make a, you could do like Red Shadows and what was the other one he did? Maybe Red Shadows and then Wings of the Night. You could probably put those two together. Probably wouldn't need to though, but. Hey, what's up, Willie? How you doing? Forgot the other one where he's in Africa. He's fighting the vampires. It's like the Dead on the Hill or the Dead Hill or something like that. I like how they kind of go. They kind of snowball into each other after Red Shadows. The three ones in Africa. To be honest, I'd probably just make a trilogy, or I don't know. I'd probably combine a couple of them and then have them go in a couple different places. It'd be nice to have one in England. I mean, that's always good. That's this one right here I'm drawing. This is the Skulls and the Stars. But the DVD knew after the film had come out and gone and never knew it was. Oh, that's crazy. You got some moonshine, huh? Yeah, you're drinking? I might have a beer here in a little bit. I got me some bouquet, or was it not bouquet, banquet. Was it banquet? Yeah, I got some Coors Banquet. I might go grab a beer here in a minute. Drinking some coffee right now. Just really want to nail down this demon right here. Because in the book, spoilers, you find out it's an actual it's a maniac ghost, So I'm trying to really think of like some maniac kind of ghosty. And he chokes it out and it gets scared. Got some moonshine tax-free. Yeah, right. That's what's up. They had a pretty interesting TV show, like totally off topic, called The Outsiders. And it had that guy from from Sons of Anarchy. The dude that ripped his bicep that was going to play Kratos. Ryan Hurst. The Opie from Sons of Anarchy. He was in there. And it's about a bunch of like a Scottish clan that's settled up in Appalachia, and they had been there for like 300 years, and they had never came down from the mountains. So they have this whole Scottish tribe that's been in the Appalachian Mountains making moonshine. They're basically rednecks, but they come down to the town on like ATVs and they steal shit. Then they go up to there, and they have a whole clan. They have a clan leader called the Brennan, and then there's this old lady. She's like, "I'm the Brennan," and then there's another younger guy and then an older guy, and it was pretty good. It was a pretty good show. I dug it. Like the show was pretty good, but the concept was really good, but the show could have been way better. But I thought it was a decent show. Hey, what's up? How's it going, Homer? Hillbilly Pride. Yeah, Hillbilly's a great comic too. But I really dug that show, man. Yeah, it was called The Outsiders. And it had this big tall guy that was in a bunch of 90s movies. If you guys seen his face, you know who he is. He was the main guy. big, tall, white boy, big corn-fed looking motherfucker. He's in like tons of old like 90s movies. You've seen him, you know what I'm talking about. But he was like the main guy. Yeah. And Opie was in there. Opie was like a supporting character. Just he always plays a good supporting, like, you know, shotgun guy, like, you know, supporter, like the muscle of the group, you know. And they had a younger guy that was trying to become Brennan. They were all fighting for Brennan. That was you know, it was just something fresh, dude. I hadn't seen nothing like that before on TV, you know. Go good, bro. Just to finish. Oh, okay. Opie. Yeah, I'm just starting up right now. My schedule's all over the place. This for the next couple weeks. I'm getting my schedule like feed it out like little bits and pieces. I used to get my schedule like first it was 2 months in advance. Like when I first started my gig, like 2 years ago. Then after a year it became 1 month in advance. Then it started to become like, you know, after that now it's down to like 2 weeks in advance. Or it was, and now it's just like you got the 2 months, but then there's just random days that aren't done. So I don't know when the fuck I'm coming in, you know, trying to make like doctor's appointments and doing all kinds of shit. It's kind of tricky. But if I'm doing if I'm coming in late, I'm doing some night streams, man. Because usually a lot of the subs on this channel turn out on the night streams. But yeah, they make a bunch of that moonshine on that show, man. That's like their main source of income. And there's another dude in there. He was in man, he's in a lot of movies. I think he's in the Smile movies. He kind of looks like Johnny Depp a little bit. Kind of sort of. He was in the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know what the actor's name is. He's kind of a little more known now, but he's in there. He's like, when he did it, he was a little younger, I think, though, like teenager. But yeah, the show's called Outsiders. Yeah, I recommend it, guys, if you haven't seen it. Again, the show could be better, but given that it's like something fresh and original, it's a recommend, you know. Recommend. Could have more action, and I would have done it differently. But television, they kind of like to draw shit out for a while, you know. Yeah. I'm talking about Outsiders. It's a hillbilly show. I mean, a hillbilly redneck show, but it's like it's easy to call it that, but it's not really that, because the hillbilly rednecks are actually a tribe of Scottish like people that have been up in the mountains for 300 years. A tribe that's kind of passed it down in the Appalachian Mountains, you know, the Scotch Irish. Yeah, the people that kind of built America, the Scotch Irish. The ones that nobody could touch. Nobody wanted them either. So they came here and they settled up in some of the oldest legendary mountains in the world. I think they're the third oldest mountain range in the world. Yeah, get that Appalachian folklore. But there's not a lot of like that whole Appalachian stuff just in media like that. There's an Eric Powell book, Hillbilly. It's really good. That's probably the best shit you'll find. There's that TV show, and then there's the Mike Mignola Crooked Man, the Hellboy movie, and the book. That one's pretty good too. Yeah. Fucking doctors has you no smokes, huh? No weed, grog is wide open. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. I'm a bunch of stuff. English, Scottish, Irish, French, Norwegian, allegedly like a little bit of Cherokee Indian, but I don't know if it's 100% accurate or not. Yeah, Crooked Man was awesome. I only watched it like I think one time, but I really dug it. It felt most like the books. I remember a book called The Outsiders that made a movie of Rubbish was the first Greasers, and yeah, the one with all those actors in it. Francis Ford Coppola. Yeah. That's an old one. It's got like Patrick Swayze and Matt Dillon, Tom Cruise is in there, C. Thomas Howell. Everybody's in that one. Patrick Swayze's the older brother. He gets murked. Derry, I think his name is. We had to read that book in school. Let's see here. Yeah, I think Emilio Estevez is in there too. Yeah. He's working on another Young Guns movie. Yeah, he's working on a Young Guns trilogy. Young Guns trilogy. Yeah. Because the character that he bases his Billy the Kid off of is an actual guy from history that claimed he was Billy the Kid. And he lived in Texas, and he had a bunch of stories. And there's still to this day that he hasn't allegedly been proven wrong that he was Billy the Kid. He said he was William H. Bonney that fled and went there and lived on. That's why in the end of Young Guns 2, you see him talking to the cop, when it's in the 1920s or something. And he's like, yeah, I was Billy the Kid a long time ago. There was a real guy that he based that off of. You guys could look him up. But he had a bunch of stories and stuff like that. And still that there is questions that the guy he might have been Billy the Kid, So that's how Emilio's taking it. And the next movie is going to take place in Mexico, and Pancho Villa is going to be the main guy, and he enlists Billy the Kid to help him train his army. But Lou Diamond Phillips Chavez is coming back. Obviously, Emilio Estevez. There's a few of them are coming back. At least like 4 of them I think are coming back. Yeah, they'd be fucking stupid not to come back and make a cool movie. Yeah, High School Reading. Yeah. Texans are awesome. Omer's a Texan. So is Robert Howard. The famous line from The Outsiders. I don't know, man. Tom Cruise was in one of the Young Guns. He played a little extra in one of them. I'm sorry. I'm usually pretty good with movie quotes. Holy shit. He was in a show called Longmire too. He was in there. He's in good shape too, man. Believe it or not. Lou Diamond Phillips actually. Yeah. La Bamba. Yeah, he's actually Filipino, man. Look, those Filipinos, they age really good, dude. Every Filipino person I know, especially if they're like mixed race. I think he's mixed. I think he's Filipino and maybe Mexican or just Filipino. But every single Filipino person I know, they like age really good. Like all the older dudes, they look fucking younger than me, dude. And they're like in their 50s and 60s. Yeah. And then I have a bunch of white buddies that are half Filipino, half white. And they all look young as fuck. They're all like 40, 45. They all look like they're in their 30s. No shit. I'm fucking jealous. Don't know what it is. Let's see here. Yeah, so yeah, he looks good. He was in that new werewolf movie. I haven't seen it yet. The one with Frank Grillo. I heard it was ass, but I'm gonna watch it eventually. The Satanic one? Oh yeah, that one was good. I think it was The Fifth Power. Dude, I had just watched that like last year. I remember I had this magazine from the 90s, dude, and it had like Blind Fury in it and a bunch of other movies. I don't know it had Cyborg in it. I have it somewhere too. I still have it. And it just had like martial arts stuff in it and sci-fi movie. It was just a regular magazine. I forgot what it was though. But that movie was in there always, The Fifth Power, and I always wanted to watch it, but I never watched it. And it finally came on, and it paired up good too because it was like a kind of like little noirish a little bit. L.A. detective, occult detective. Same thing with what is it? Lord of Illusions. That one that Clive Barker did. I think it's Lord of Illusions. That one has like a kind of like a modern like 90s LA detective noir, Obviously you're not going to get the the black and white smoke and window blinds or whatever, but it has some of that feel. Just watched that werewolf movie like 2 nights ago. I liked it, but it was a little lame. A fun watch. Yeah, Clive Barker. Yeah, he's awesome, dude. Lou Diamond Phillips is only in the first half of the movie, though. Ooh, okay. He's like I think he's like a politician or something. Yeah, Emilio looks pretty good too. Yeah, he's been chilling, dude. He left Hollywood and just started making I think he got into other things. He started doing other shit. He wasn't living that whole life. So he aged pretty good. And now he's like, okay, bitches, time to come back and make some money. Who wants to make Young Guns 12? You know? All right. So yeah, he's back. So yeah, allegedly they're working on it. Bon Jovi's supposed to be coming back. I saw like a big interview about it like a year ago. So he's definitely writing a trilogy. I'll take it. Okay. I think if I put this in like that, makes it look maybe a little scarier. I know I'm all over the place with this. Hey, what's up, Born Sloppy? How you doing, man? 45 and whiskey. I like the voice you make for him. That's awesome. Do more. Oh, Young Guns. Hey, what's up, guys? I'll make you famous. Yeah, so there's this comic book coming out called Crisis on Independent Earths that I'm going to be doing with a bunch of other cats. I'm going to have my character in there. It's just going to be a bunch of different comic creators doing it, so I'm looking forward to that. I actually have my character Butch Cleaver. I got a little short 5-page story. I'll be doing that. That should be coming out. I'm going to be the deadline's January 1st, so I'm going to be working on that a little bit. I figure it'd be fun to have a quick little thing. Yeah, I'm doing that crossover thing. I figured that'd be fun, man. Bunch of different people in indies doing a little thing. Give me a chance to draw a little Butch Cleaver. So I wrote a 5-page pitch today, and he liked it, and gonna be drawing some Butch Cleaver action. I was like, I don't know if I can. I told him I'll get back to you in a day, 2 days tops, and then out of nowhere, the story just came to me like boom, 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 boom. I wrote it kind of pulpy. I sent it over to him because it's a pitch, so it's only like 5 paragraphs or some shit. And then he's like, okay, cool. So now I just got to then I came home, and then I took that pitch, and then I chopped it up into 5-page ideas or whatever for this comic book script, because as soon as you take like a pulpy thing and then turn it into you have to break it down into pages. You got to start figuring out what goes where and that. So, but I got it in there. Everything's good. Thing is, you gotta show your character, but you want it to be kind of cool. You want your character to look badass, but it's got to also fit the narrative of their story. But it's gonna be like available allegedly to pretty much everybody owns it, and you could reprint it. So I'll probably have it in the back of like some stuff that I print. I thought that would be fun, and I really wanted to get back to the Butch Cleaver world. So, usually when things write themselves and they're fast, it usually works out pretty good, you know. So I was happy about that. And then I asked him if I could draw some of this live, like some non-spoilery stuff. I mean, you can only do so much in 5 pages, but he told me I could, so yeah. And it actually, I set it up too, so where it's kind of it could go like in another direction if I want to. But I have a Butch Cleaver 3 script as well. Yeah, I was a little like on the fence about it because some people did some pretty good pitches. And I was like, wow, that's a pretty good pitch. And it got rejected. So I was like, yeah, maybe but I tried it and it worked out. So there might be some pretty big writers on there. I think Mike Barron might be doing some shit, and maybe Chuck Dixon as well. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. There's supposedly like 30 people already on it. Yeah, 30 peeps, right? I told him I need 5 pages. Got to do 5 pages. I can't do a thing in like 3 pages, you know. I just can't. Especially if I got my character that he's got to be kicking some ass. You guys know how I am. My character can't just stand around and, you know, on a bench eating some box of chocolates and shit, you know. Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, he can't be doing that. So he's got to be doing a little something. Yeah, 5 pages. Yeah, and I already. Oh, Chuck's doing 2 stories. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna. That's cool. So I'm gonna be starting to work on that pretty soon. It's pretty fun too, man. The story kind of came up, and yeah, it makes me want to work on Butch Cleaver. Like, oh fuck, because I've learned a lot since I've worked on that guy, and he's kind of like my flagship character. 2 different artists. That's cool. Thanks everybody for stopping by and hitting the like. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Working on some Crom. I'm working on Crom right now too. So I'm going to be jamming on three projects right now. 3 projects. Use a little bit of Crom right here. King Crom. Village. Buying some salmon, some smoked salmon. It's got a little sketch of somebody. Did that. I've been working on that. Oh. But I need a break too, so I'm going to work on this at night sometimes. And the beauty of the Butch Cleaver thing is I'm going to do it in black and white too. He's like, he wants everything in color, but he said, like, if your book, you know, if it's in black and white, then, you know, I told him, well, my artwork, man, is I'm going in the route of black and white now, dude. That's kind of, my art looks a little better when it's in black and white. I'll color it for you. That would be fun too. But he's like, no, man, then do it. I'm like, yeah, I got like working on 2 books that are in black and white. And if I do, next time I do Butch Cleaver, I really want to do black and white. Thanks, Homer, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, Chuck Dixon's fucking Batman, his Nightfall. That's my favorite Batman story. I guess he put out a Conan novel not too long ago. I haven't seen any. I think maybe I haven't heard anybody talk about it yet. Yeah, he put out a Conan book last year. Now that I remember, maybe Dine and Crom's Feast. Oh, Crom. Yeah. Crom. Got to get on the painting though eventually, like Homer does. That's the way of the future, man. Especially with AI. And the more like the more you could touch the painting, you know, the more valuable it is. I hear. I don't know. It's like things I'm hearing nowadays. Start doing Conan line in the Amelia voice. What is it? I'd have to listen to Emilio again just to kind of get it a little better. I'm going down to old Mexico. Conan doesn't really have too many lines in the movie. Just the one, you know, like everyone's always quoting. Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the limitations of their women. That's like the line. Yeah, it's a pretty catchy song for some hair metal, for the butt metal. He's called butt metal back in the day. For that butt metal, that's pretty catchy. He kind of was. He was like fringe tier butt metal, hair metal. Bon Jovi. Oh, Bon Jovi. Oh. Or there's what's that Red Hot Chili Pepper song? I was singing the other day. I forgot what it was. I was singing it in Chinese. Oh yeah. How wrong, where I stride. I don't. Oh, the book's getting printed right now, man. The book's getting printed. Hell War. Just got some photos and a video. It's coming along great. I'm so excited. Should be doing I'm going to be showing some of that in the update I'm going to be doing this week. It's really busy times. It's a good time right now for me. This year's starting to turn around for the best. The first half of it was kind of dog ass, but now it's getting better, man. Did not start the new year off on the right foot. Yeah, right. And then I'll have some books, you know, I can make, and it'll be nice, dude. I'll have this book. I'll have that little chapter done with these guys, and there's a chance I might not get printed, but it'll be in the digital edition. But I don't care, man. I think it's fun. It's fun just being part of stuff like doing the Crom book. It's fun being a part of that too. You get to network with a bunch of people, meet new people, like Drawn Sword. Yeah, man. Is it really hot over there right now? I'm just sweating it up, dude. I know I just drank a bunch of coffee right now, but I'm gonna go get I'm gonna go get one of them banquet beers here in a minute. Yeah. Damn, I wish I lived in Texas, dude. That'd be cool. You should go to Howard Days, bro, next year. It's in June. It's only for like a weekend. It would cost me like $900 to do it. I'm going to take my whole family next time I go. Or I might just go with my wife. She said she's down to go. It's just when you got kids, you know. They'll probably get a little bored too, because it's more like, you know how kids and women are sometimes. They're like, I don't want to. Yeah, like, you guys stay at the hotel, playing the pool. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go to the Howard house, and I'm gonna go to the panels, and I'm gonna check out some readings and pick up some books. I'll be back in like 8 hours. Yeah. But yeah, that Coors Banquet's no joke, man. That's some good beer. Forgot all about that. I hadn't had that beer in a long time. Tastes best in those bottles, though. Tastes best in those bottles. Yeah, so I'm like trying to cut out sugar now, for the most part. Just sugary stuff. I'm trying to take it easy. I'm not trying to get too crazy with it, you know. I'm still doing carbs. But I'm trying to cut out sugar, shrimp, and pork. Yeah. We'll see what happens, though, right? Let's see here. Why don't the ladies like Howard? Just because they haven't read him yet, dude. Once they read Howard, if they can even read, then they'll dig it, you know? Ever since you've been mentioning it, I've been wanting to go to check it out. Howard Days, it's like a 10-hour away from me, though, driving. Yeah, it's 19 hours from me. It'd take me 19 hours. There, I did the math, so it'd be about $800 there and back, but I want to spend at least 200 on like gifts and stuff for myself. I ain't gonna lie, dude. I want to dump like 200 on books. Books. I want to get a T-shirt. Oh, I got a Conan toy coming my way, man. I had to splurge. I got one of the Frazetta Girl Conan toys, the little He-Man ones. Oh, red meat. You can't eat red meat? Oh man, red meat's good for you. Yeah, T-bone porterhouse. That's my favorite. You get the tea. You get the. Where's that shit? Where is it at? Where's that tea? There's that tea. T-bone porterhouse. You get the New York on one side of the tea, and on the other side of the tea, you get that fillet. You get that fillet on the other side. I usually give the lady the fillet, and then I eat that New York on that side. But I could take it all. I'll eat the whole steak on sport, just for sport. Chicken and fish, huh? Well, chicken has more protein than anything, so that's good. I tell you, chicken and rice, bro. You're good. Chicken and you can have potatoes too. Just don't fry them. You can have the potatoes are good carbs. You need carbs, especially like I don't know how old you are, but I'm just guessing you're probably like after 40, like me. Once you hit 40, you can have carbs, good but low carbs. And I love, it's the Mick in me. I love my potatoes. I could give up anything but potatoes. So I had mashed potatoes tonight. We had Swedish meatballs tonight. We had meatballs, mashed potatoes, and a creamy mushroom gravy. It was fucking delicious. She cooked it kind of late though, but it was delicious. Fiber. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, chicken and fish is good though, man. We also, I love the beer battered fish, but that's kind of bad. But I'd recommend just eating salmon, bro. That's great for your heart. Salmon, all the way. Like in the Crom picture, Crom's eating a lot of salmon in that book. I got a lot of salmon in my stories. I got some there's a lot of salmon in my fantasy world, or my sword sorcery shit too. That's one spoiler I'll leave in there. But make sure you get hot smoked salmon, not cold smoked. Hot smoke's the best. It kills all the parasites. Try to eat the farm raised stuff. That always has less parasites. But always, if you're gonna eat farm raised salmon, only get the salmon from Norway. Only get Norwegian farm raised salmon. Don't get it anywhere else. I used to sell salmon all the time. Yep. Yeah, skin on potatoes. Hell yeah. I'll leave the skin on my potatoes when I'm making the mashed ones. I boil those motherfuckers up. Put some salt and pepper in the water. Boil them up. I throw a clove of garlic in there. I mash them. Throw some butter in there. A little bit of milk. It's all just good for you right there. It's all from the earth, Leave the skin in there for flavor. You could throw a little pinch to a little dollop of mayonnaise in there. And I think most of the ingredients in mayonnaise is actually a carnivore diet for the most part. Oh yeah, catching your own fish? Oh, for sure, bro. 100%. 100%. Yeah. I'll probably leave that guy alone for a minute. I'm not happy with this thing's face. It's the eyes that are pissing me off. Not pissing me off, but kind of getting to me a bit. I also like trout. Trout's really good. I can make some pretty mean lemon pepper trout. I'll smoke that motherfucker up real good. Lemon, pepper. I'll put it in a nice brine with some Strat molasses. Let that motherfucker soak for like a day, and then I'll let it dry for 2 days in the cold storage. Then smoke it with some hickory. Yeah. You can even, after you smoke it, yeah. Right before you smoke, you throw a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon, pepper, and yeah, then you let it sit for a bit, and then for about a day, and then you can make a pretty mean trout salad with that, with some mayonnaise, celery. You know, you could do a little bit of jalapenos in there. If you're ever gonna use jalapenos with like any salad, mandatory, they have to be canned jalapenos. They have way better flavor, way better. Let's see here. Space Black has a bitchin' Solomon Kane yarn. Oh yeah. Sorry if you're not an AI fan. No, I'm not, man. I'm sorry. It's no biggie though. It's the way of the future. You know, the more AI there is, there's going to be more room for me. You know. I was listening to Spear and Fang today by some dude. I like the audiobooks. You know. That one was pretty good. You guys read Spear and Fang? That was pretty good. That's the first Robert E. Howard published story. It's pretty badass. I like it because the main character, he's an artist, like painting on the walls. And with AI, there's room for humans and AI. Like I said, the more AI, the more work I can get later on in the future. You know, because people are gonna want handmade art. Also, they're gonna want a story to go with the art. You know, and with AI can tell the stories, but they can't speak on behalf of like creating the art. You know, it's just kind of there. There's no story really behind the creation of it. Like, you know, you could talk it up as an artist. This is what I was doing. This is how I felt. This is what I was going through in my life. AI, you can't really do that too much. So there's that. There's going to be some things that artists will have. But there's like the one thing that I said, you know, if I'm lying on my deathbed, and I'm laying there and I'm like, you know what? Make me a fucking AI Butch Cleaver movie. You know, here's the script. Make me a Hell War movie. Boom. Let me see the motherfucker before I die at least. Then I'll be cool with it. I'm not gonna, shame people for that. Okay, this looks a little. If I get to, let's try this out. I don't remember the story all the way too much. I just remember it had eyes. It was a shapeless form. It's a little better. Yeah, and then getting the painting going, man, that would be really cool too. You know. There we go. Get the eyeballs in there. I think one. Yeah, you have a good one too. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I think that one of the dudes in the chat earlier, I think it's an AI bot, or at least he runs a full AI channel too. I think it's Born Sloppy. His whole channel is AI, I think. Yeah. It is what it is, There we go. Let's try that out. Spent forever on this shit. It's got to be kind of like soulless, you know, the way I see it, kind of like a Michael Myers, you know, black eye sockets, but maybe some red light coming through. And then I kind of want it to be, I put the legs in there, but I don't really want that. I kind of wanted it to be like a genie, you know, kind of fighting with him. So I'm going to go in here and try to add the smoke. Might make it a little snake-like too, kind of going around his leg maybe. I think that might be kind of fun. We'll see. Let me try that right there. Yeah, I might need to get rid of the eyes sockets altogether. Maybe, you know, leave one. Maybe get rid of some of that. That. I kind of like having the legs in there too a little bit. Maybe kind of come up like that. Yeah, that might be a little scarier. Come down right here, come up like that. Right. There we go. Okay, I'm probably gonna do that. Still not happy with the face. Let's try something else. Sometimes it might be that one thing, man. It's just kind of throwing everything off. For me, it might be the eyes. Let me see here. Might be that forehead. Might be the actual head itself. Look a little bit like Large Marge right there. Guys, remember Large Marge? Tell him Large Marge sent you. There we go. Maybe that'll work. See, Willie, for artists, I always recommend keeping Da Vinci's Virtue Vivian Man close at hand. Right? That and a mirror. A mirror works really good too. I used to have a big mirror, man. A mirror just kind of you'll find at least one thing wrong with your drawing. At least one thing, man. Usually, when you have a mirror around, you know. I learned that from Frazetta. He also says to turn it upside down. You might find some new shit like that too. I feel like I'm getting somewhere with this. Yeah, Frazetta, yeah, man, he's the standard, you know. That's why I kind of I base, you know, I'm a Frazetta stan, dude. You know, I don't even have all of his stuff. I don't even know all there is to know about him, but that's how I base all my drawings off of him. Even this, I like the triangle formation, you know, going up and down, you know. Dude on a hill, dude on a hill, dude on a hill. I fucking love that shit. Most of my art's the same. I always do a 1 point perspective when I'm doing these too. I just like that. I like the 2D. If it's like a battle, I really like that. I could do other stuff too. Different perspectives. I try to do that sometimes, but I really like doing the flat, same thing all the time. You know, that's my shtick. Frazetta would do a lot of stuff though. Love his pencils, man. His pencils and inks too. The way he renders, so cool. I just kind of figure this stuff out right now too, because this is like a fucking smoke monster. There's a lot of that in there too, in Howard's stories. A lot of smoke and cloud monsters. Let's see. A lot of cool Conan toys out there. Let's see here. Don't change it. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Yeah, a lot of cool Conan toys out there, man. Was it Big Bad Toy Store had a really good one I wanted to get, and then there was the Frazetta girls Conan, like the Master Universe 5.5 inch one, and then they had the one with the helmet, dude, with the fucking helmet, and I was like, but the thing is about the helmet one, you couldn't take the helmet off. It's like $2 less or something, but I kind of need to be able to take the helmet off for some reason, you know. Probably not going to be getting another Conan toy for a while, so I was like, yeah, and then, oh man, I got to start doing some more Hill Howard videos too. I got to start cutting out some time for that. I have some concepts, but you kind of like need like a loose script of ideas of topics to talk about if you're doing like a discussion video. And so that takes time to you got to kind of write it a little bit. Otherwise, you'll go into it sitting in front of a camera, it's kind of just talking, like you won't know what to talk about. So at least I do. I need to have like a loose kind of scripty thing, bullet points, you know. Okay, I'm probably gonna lose the. I'm probably gonna keep it like that. I think I'm getting there. Sorry, guys. I know this is taking forever. Thanks for everybody for watching. This year will be a good test for me to see if I can. Next 2 years, if I can get some work done. I think I'm gonna go get that brewski though. I'm coming up on the hour, and it's a good day. Oh, I wonder if Conan comes out tomorrow. I didn't check. Tomorrow's a new comic book day. Or at least it is for me. It's probably Wednesday for some of you guys right now. I'll be right back, guys. Un momento. Yeah, these banquet beers are pretty good. Coors, I hate Coors, but this one's pretty smooth. This one doesn't taste like piss and sugar. I got a banquet hat too. Look at that. It's corduroy. Just got it. Nice corduroy hat. You got to keep the shape in there though, man. It'll sink down. So, cheers, everybody watching. You guys are having a great day. I should have spent time kind of thinking about his face, but this is kind of the part of the thing, man. Sometimes you'll get stuck on one little piece and it'll slow you down, you know? It just is what it is. At least for me. To me, that's really important. I think I got an idea. I think I know what I want to do. I think I figured it out. Eventually, you got to make a decision, though. But once it's done, though, it's done. You're locked into that drawing for life. No, not really. Not really, but kind of. Let's see. It's a little too close together. I wanted to make the eyes closer together because this guy's supposed to be like the ghost of like a maniac ghost he's facing off against, you know. I thought that might look kind of crazy. I want him to be scary, you know. Gonna try my hardest. Make him scary, you know. Thing is, he has to look dead too, though. Like, this look like a face, but not a face. Try one more thing right here. Skulls in the Stars. Yeah, it is. You know, and to me, it's like trying to do it justice. That monster, that fight. You know, I was gonna have them like in the air, choking each other out. You know, with no weapons or anything. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna have them choking them and stabbing them at the same time, because that does happen, but not at the same time. I thought it might look kind of cool with hat, you know, in the air, and kind of choking each other out, or he's choking the ghost out, you know. And the ghost is mad, but then he's also kind of terrified at the same time. He gets scared. The ghost gets scared, and he spills spills his guts like to Solomon. That's the thing, right? It's an interesting story. Yeah. Yeah, Solomon has God on his side. That's where he gets his powers from, right? That's the myth in the story, right? Whether you're whatever religion you are, if you read Solomon Kane, you have to know that he gets his powers from Jesus, you know. Okay. I think that might be okay. The census, huh? Is that like a different type of census or what? You're a Jedi? Not from a Jedi. Are you a Sith or a Jedi? Not from a Jedi. Kill them all. Looks kind of scary. May the 4th. Got a storm, huh? Take it easy, man. Be safe. Yeah, take it easy, bro. Exactly. This guy's probably going to have... I might give him red eyes. There we go. Okay. I want to draw the Spear and Fang story a little bit. That'd be kind of cool. Got his rapier. There we go. Looks a little meaner. Yeah, maybe if I could do a little bit of that. There we go. Okay. I can mess with that a little bit. There we go. Okay. Right. Try out the new jazz. Get a little bit of jazz in there like that. All right. Now we're going to go in here and erase this. Just have those feet in there for filler pretty much. Because, yeah. Get rid of this. Get rid of that too. Right. There we go. Go. We got the tree right here. All right. Trying to get this baby prepped for inking. For sure. Good to go. Clean that up, that up. Pencil mark rubbings right there. We got the body in there. I'm coming up from here. Coming out of the tree. Kind of messing with the little cow right here. Let's get rid of that. There we go. So put this up here. Okay. Put that dirk in there. It's got that dirk blade. Forgot about that. Yeah. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate you. Just kind of trying to nail in the last few things. Trying to watch my tangents too. Trying to stay clear of Tangent City. It's a big problem. I'll bite you in the ass later. Let's see here. All right. I think that'll be pretty good if I get that, keep that like that. Let's try to come in here with this. All right. Let's see what we got here. I think I'm going to start with the, you'll start working on it now. Look at it from far away. That'll work. I think it'll work. I kind of want to do something more with the arm though. Maybe kind of want him to be tearing that shirt a little bit. Turn up that shirt. See, that dirk's a little too small too, by the way. Make it a little bigger. Get a big dirk. There we go. And yeah, some. We got some rips right there. Ripping and tearing. A little bit of blood in there, not too much. A little bit of sap coming out of his arm. All right. Ribs. All right, get that right there. Start inking a little. Time to bust out the new pen. I'm waiting for this. All right. These things are packed tight, man. I like that. In Vietnam. Okay. going on. Here we go. Turn that fan up a bit. A bit much. All right. Fucking love these pins. My battery's about to die pretty soon on my phone. That sucks. Starting to have some fun with this. Thanks, Ryan. 95. Thanks for stopping by. Just about to actually close her down here in a second. Going about 2 hours. But I'm gonna come back in a couple nights. Maybe even tomorrow night. Actually, I got to work at a 12er tomorrow, but I might be back tomorrow for episode 4. Start finishing up the inks. I'll probably have to go in there and make a little line, and put some more white in there. Just kind of break some stuff up. Mine is subtract, subtract, add. You got to do a lot of that with Solomon Kane, because he has so much black. If you want to see like wrinkles and things like that, you have to add a lot of whites and blacks on top of each other. Just kind of make things pop, you know. At least that's how I like to do it. I like him. It's a lot of wrinkles and it folds in his clothes. They're fun to draw. And then the hat too. I like the hat, kind of nasty. To be kind of chewed up and shit, you know. Solomon Kane we're talking about, right? It's a little bit. I just got here and you're going to shut it down. I'll sub and wait for the next stream. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just because I got to go to work tomorrow. I was just going to go about 2 hours, so. Worky, you know. I appreciate you subbing by, though. Thanks for subbing. Let's see. Could be a little bit, maybe a little bit of that in there. Maybe a little more of this, too. Right there. There we go. A little bit of this, too. Gotta have that. This whole cape you want just this whole costume you want kind of chewed up from all the vampires and demons he's been fighting, you know. Oh no, I with this show I do my pencils, or I do like thumbnails, and then I do pencils, and then I do inks. So I usually do it over 6 to 8 streams, just chilling with the chat, you know. So these are the thumbnails, real basic, you know. I was gonna draw Solomon Kane. It's his birthday coming up, and I picked the first story he did. It's called Skulls in the Stars. I highly recommend reading it if you can't read it. You want to just watch the audiobook. It's like 30 minutes. It's on a bunch of YouTube channels do it. I recommend checking out the Barbarian. That dude does the best. But this is the one I landed on right here, and it's taken from the first story where Solomon Kane has to battle this demon in the bog of England back in like the 1700s. And he's an old school character, about over almost 100 years old. So I've been trying to start hashtag like days for certain pulp characters, because they don't get love anymore. So this is one I started last year. So every year I'm trying to do a Solomon Kane piece before July, like the end of the month. So basically July 31st was hashtag Solomon Kane Day. I did the Shadow last month. And that one, this one, I think the shadow is really important. There's a ton of really cool characters that should have days that, you know, gives opportunity for the artist to draw them and then put spotlight on those characters. Yeah, so. But you can also pick up all the Solomon Kane tales in one collected book on Amazon. It's called The Savage Tales of Solomon Kane. It's got all the stories in there. Written by Robert E. Howard. If you don't know who he is, he's the creator of Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, definitely check it out though. But I'm gonna get going right now. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great night. Always remember to be bold, be brave, and roll the bones to know your role. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Stay metal.